talk about tribulation. Tribulation. And this is the scripture I wanted to read that sort of Jesus gives us a hint of what's coming. And this is what he says. In John 16:19, Jesus knew that they were desiring to ask him a question, and he said unto them, Do you inquire among yourselves of what I said? A little while you shall not see me, and again a little while and you shall see me. And he is talking in terms of a double entendre here. He's not only talking about his resurrection from the dead, but he's also talking about his return. And a lot of people don't see that. But look what he says in verse 20. Truly, truly, or verily, verily, I say unto you. Now when Jesus does a doublet, he is amplifying what he's about to say next. I say unto you that ye shall weep and lament, and the world shall rejoice. But even though you shall be sorrowful, your sorrow shall be turned into joy. And of course, this is a double entendre. The world, of course, did not know that Jesus would be crucified, buried, and then rise again. But Jerusalem knew that he would be crucified and buried. And so this double entendre is talking about the end time. When the church shall weep and lament, he's talking about tribulation. But even though you shall be sorrowful, your sorrow shall be turned into joy. Verse 21, the woman, when she is in travail, has pain, because her hour is come. But as soon as she's delivered of that child, she remembers the anguish no more, for joy that a man is born into the world. And in that day you shall ask me nothing. He is talking about the day of his return and also the day of his resurrection. So this is a double entendre prophecy that Jesus gave his disciples on the last evening that he was with them before they had their Last Supper. So there are two foreign church doctrines which were established by John Nelson Darby that appeared and saturated the Evangelical Protestant movement. And this happened in the late 19th century. So John Nelson Darby was initially an Episcopalian. He was the Church of England man. He was Irish. And then he started a movement called the Plymouth Brethren. And of course, the Brethren were not so brotherly. They became divided, and there were several people that were in this movement. This movement still exists today, and it's throughout the world, quite small. But he brought these two foreign church doctrines into the world, or into the church. Now, the two doctrines he brought in were, number one, a 7-year tribulation, and number two, the rebuilding of the third Jewish temple during the tribulation period. He also brought in the ideas of dispensationalism. These ideas were picked up by Cyrus Scofield, same century. The Scofield Reference Bible was given to every World War I soldier. It was in their backpack. And of course, that commentary in that Bible by Scofield referenced all of Darby's doctrines, and it polluted the thinking of all the Protestants of the 20th century. And I'm just going to try to give you an alternate point of view that Darby did not see, which was the common point of view in the first few centuries of the church.